the devil, but he doesn't have a back. No, no. Nobody never
If
knows.
you're here early, let me know you're here. I can see who's around.
We keep dancing with the devil, but he doesn't have a back. No, no. Nobody never knows. We keep dancing with the devil, but he doesn't have a back. No, no. Nobody never knows. We keep dancing with the devil, but he doesn't have a back. No, no.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good to see you here. Make sure everything is working. YouTubers, Facebook, wherever you are, let me know. Oh, there we go. All right. It's happening, people. Whether we like it or not, it's happening. I'm just double checking to make sure all the feeds are working and see how's it going. Good morning, everybody. I am Doc. It is good to have you here today. Yeah, this one might be dusty. I do live shows all the time. I'm always like, just sort of random, just go, go, go. And I decided I'm going to do this correctly. Okay, we're going to do this like a real deal show, like professionally produced and all of that. So, uh, why? Okay, let's be honest. Like right now, with everything going on, it's really hard to keep up with everything. Like things are just changing, moving along quickly, whatever is, and that's just life, the situation, as I like to call it. Uh, you know, school, kids, like the whole 9 yards, like whatever everyone has going on in their life. It's that alone is enough stuff to keep up with. It's getting harder and harder and harder to keep up with, say, the tech side of things, especially the tech side of things oriented towards your business. I've decided that live streaming was going to be the way to help out the most people possible to sort of overcome their tech things, get their social media stuff together, get your content creation together, in order to basically stay in contact with the people around you. Yes, just checking to see if the feeds are up again. So, in order to do that, I decided to do this crazy show. Hey, stop that, YouTube. In order to do that, I decided to do this crazy show, and this is basically going to be me sort of taking some of the pains out of the tech side of it in order to just keep you focused and running. Okay? So, that's how it goes. Let me just double check real quick. One more thing, see what's going on. I don't know why I can't see the live feed. I hope it's working. According to this, you guys are here, but I'm not sure. Hey, that looks like it's good. That looks good. Let's check YouTube. What's happening? YouTube looks fantastic in theory. But yes, it's a wonderful, wonderful Saturday morning. Let's check the jump off. course, YouTube wants to be goofy because that's what YouTube does. How's everyone doing out there today? Alrighty, and let's check producer to see if producer is working. Yes. Okay, so, and maybe it just the comments are broken because I don't see that part. We don't know why that's not working. So let me come up with a better way to see comments if comments are going, because I can't see them in Restream. Let's pull that up real fast. Of course, do this all the time, never have any issues, and then because I decided to go now, I can't see if comments working. I might have to do this manually, which would be just beautiful. Absolutely awesome. This will be awesome. Never fails. You just said, oh, I'm going to stop testing. I'm going to do this in real life. And comments don't work. What in the exact technical could you ever expect such a marvelous thing? All right. How can we solve the comment problem? Let's see. All right, let me check here. Oh, you gotta love technology. All right. All right, the YouTube one works. I can see YouTube comments. That is good. So I might just have to check the Facebook comments just to make sure that they are working. YouTube, I figured it out. Okay, we're just going to watch this by hand. Anyway, so today we're going to dive right in and we're going to talk about some things, basically sort of tech related. Go over some of the questions I see in Ecamm real quick, and sort of to spitball here just to see if there's anything that you have question related coming to content creation, screaming, content creation, streaming, or just polishing your tech game. Just shoot them into the comments. I know the YouTube comments are working, so if for some reason you're watching this on Facebook and it doesn't seem like your comments are coming through, jump over to youtube.com/DocRock. You should see the live button there, and I will be able to answer you from that direction. So we'll find out real quick if it catches up. Hopefully the stream will fix itself. But without further ado, let's start with the intro. Aloha, everybody. Welcome to Doc Rock Tips. I'm your man, Doc Rock. Got to send a shout out to my homie Callum O'Hare from the British Tech Network. Also, I'm in Max out there in Birmingham. That's UK, by the way. He is one of my partners on the Mac Show, which is a British Tech Network podcast to do every Friday. We do a live stream there, as well as you can watch and listen to it later through iTunes. So good to see you here, Cal. I just saw him pop up on the screen. That was kind of awesome sauce. Anyway, let's dive right in. So again, I finally decided to take this like as a regular thing, right? So we're going to be doing this basically every Saturday, every Tuesday, and the timing, I've kind of figured it out. It's going to be 8 a.m. Hawaiian time, which means 11 a.m. Pacific. That's you California folks. And that makes it 2 p.m. on the East Coast and 7 p.m. in Manchester. because Manchester United. See what I did there? That's funny. So don't forget, that's going to be every week. My sweater is sliding. And we're basically going to just cover some tips and stuff. So one of the common things that comes up in our Ecamm community happens to be, I guess people are having trouble with the power. Let's see how you say this. People are having trouble with the power in their machines when it comes to connecting things for their live streams. And the common one is, oh, I was streaming yesterday, everything was going along, and then my cam link crapped out. Mine are all connected, so I can't pull one up, but a cam link is basically a little USB device that allows you to take HDMI input from your camera, like what we're using here today. I have my Sony A6400 popping over there. So also, if you're using your camera in that situation, some of the things that can happen is, thank you, Joey. Joey, thank you for jumping in on the channel. Good to see you there. Yeah, if you're using your camera to do streaming, you can have a situation where your stream just suddenly dies. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm trying to be focused. But Joey's from Kauai. Got to send a shout out to Joey again because he's from the home turf. I appreciate you. I'm in Oahu, Waikiki, for the people that are not from Hawaii. Some people don't even realize that we have 8 islands, 9 if you count Las Vegas. Anyway, so sometimes when you're streaming, people will say, like, everything was going along fine and my stream cut out and I wasn't really sure. My network looked fine. Everything was going, perfectly as is. Well, if you're using a notebook, especially an I won't say an older notebook. It could be any notebook, any MacBook. We're speaking MacBook specifically because the Ecamm community is streaming software for the Mac, but this could happen on PCs as well. So just, sort of keep it in focus. This topic for a second might be very Mac heavy. Don't trip. Anyway, so if your cameras are cutting out, right, one of the problems that you could be having is that you're plugging your Ecamm into something that looks like this. This is a Thunderbolt dock. Technically, this is a USB-C dock, okay? Okay, USB-C dock, Thunderbolt dock. Now, I'm going to show you why there's a difference. Okay, most people assume because this connector plugs directly into your Mac and you get to see your HDMI, your regular, USB 3, your SD card, and another USB 3 and a power. They're like, oh, this is all I need, right? So you'll plug this guy in and you have an expectation that it's also going to be able to deliver that power to all of the devices that you are running. If you don't put in the 85 watt or 67 watt adapter into here, then you're going to not send that power to the other devices. So some of the USB-C hubs will have no place to put in the power that came with your MacBook. If you are in that situation, then you are not delivering the power to your other devices. You're stealing the power from your MacBook, attempting to power that cam link. And in a situation where you're streaming, your Mac is running its graphics card at full clip, its CPU at 50, 60, sometimes 70% clip. You're swapping RAM heavily, so your Mac is using lots and lots of power. If you have something like what's the thing I'm looking at? If you have something like iStat menu will tell you, the power situation going in and out of your computer, right? So let me answer this real quick. Got to say shout out to my man Chris, also checking us out. Chris, you missed my lovely Manchester United reference. And got to say what's up to New. What's up, New? Good to see you here, fam. So anyway, when you're in that situation, this is probably why your device is dying. And so very important, if you have a powered hub, right, you want to look for something that has, say, 65-ish watts or better from experience, right? There's lots of power hubs out there. The cheaper ones will either deliver very little power or they'll be like 40, 50 watts. And if you want to do the streaming stuff, you probably want to go 65 or better. I would say you want to rock at close to 100 watts, right? I think that's just a better clip because more power, the better. You're not going to use it all, but it's there in case you need it. The better option, especially anybody with a modern sort of Thunderbolt oriented MacBook, is to buy something like this OWC dock here. Right now, my current favorite is the Cal Digit because it's one of the cheaper ones and it has the most connections. This one has 13 some odd connections and it just looks like a goofy little box. But why this is key, number one, it uses a real power supply. This actually has enough juice to fully power your Mac because you're coming from a large brick. The brick that comes with this is almost as big as this. Okay. In the back here, you will have this particular model a mini display port out. Some of them have a direct display port out. Some of them will have an HDMI out. The other one that you'll see is it has a real USB 3 Gen 1 port. So this is a straight up USB-C port, right? On the other side, it has a Thunderbolt port, right? So this will actually issue real Thunderbolt. And there is a market difference between straight Thunderbolt 3 and USB-C. And a lot of people get that twisted. I mean, a lot of people get that twisted. Chris said he got the Cal Digit last month, and that's epic. Actually, let me see. I made a little chart ski here, and I'll see if I can find it real quick. I have it up on my Adobe Spark, which I love because it's easy to go and find graphics that you created that you forgot you created, and you can go and pull them back again. But basically, yes, I did a little chart here explaining the difference because in the group, one of the things that gets mixed up a lot is that difference between, say, USB-C, Thunderbolt, and, and not just the power. Like a lot of people assume it's just speed for hard drives or it's just power, because the electricity, goes into your Mac that way. But no, there's a bunch of differences, and I did find the chart, and I just downloaded it. So let me pull it up real quick. I'm gonna slap this on this overlay because that's how we do. Bam. Okay. So USB-C basically transfers the data at 10 gigabytes per second. Okay, whereas your Thunderbolt will transfer up to 40 gigabytes per second. That is huge. That is huge. When you are transferring video files, like the files created by Ecamm when we do this, sort of thing, the files that you create when you're recording a live stream, massive. Absolutely massive. So being able to move that to a different drive or maybe your editing drive, or like I tend to do when I edit my streams, is I tend to pull them to my iPad and edit it real quick in LumaFusion and then bring it back into the Mac, go to Final Cut and do my final twist. So you want that high speed. That's where your Thunderbolt comes in. Also, a USB-C can normally handle one 4K display, and to be honest with you, it doesn't do that very well. Whereas a Thunderbolt 3 can handle two 4K displays. That new iMac that I got coming at the beginning of next month, it will actually handle two 6K displays. That, my friend, is bad. In a good way. Now, the key thing is they both do carry that 100-watt power, but some of the other hangups you get is USB-C can only do DisplayPort or USB super speed, which means, sort of transferring, I think at roughly around 5 gigabytes per second. But it normally never hits that when you're just copying files per se. But on the Thunderbolt, you can also carry your regular Thunderbolt commands, which is things like using an audio interface, using cameras, other stuff like that. It will also transfer graphics at PCI Express speeds, which means if you are using an external display, which graphic support, something like we talk about eGPUs every once in a while, that's where that particular codec will come in, or the ability to handle that protocol, so to speak. Also, the USB super speed is there as well. Now, one thing that I didn't really include in that graphic, if you we talked roughly a little bit before in one of the practice shows about getting an external SSD that screams. I mean, absolutely screams. You're gonna have to plug that into a Thunderbolt port, and we'll circle back to that in a minute because I want to save that because that's an incredible, sort of part of the conversation. So, again, you got one of these guys, you'll be able to plug in your Thunderbolt, but then you get 3 regular USBs here on the back. In the front, you actually have a headphone jack because this does act as an audio interface. I use this as my main audio interface when not streaming or broadcasting because I listen and monitor stuff out of here, but it also has a where did it go? I missed something. It has sorry, that's my other one on the bottom. The one that I have on the desk is different from this one. It's the higher version. It has a toss link out or an optical audio out. So I can plug that in. It goes directly into my amplifier. My amplifier talks to my speakers. This is my original one. The one that's on the table is the Thunderbolt version. My bad. Okay, and this one has a standard gigabit Ethernet. Now, the one that's on the table has 10 gig Ethernet, which, again, way faster. So, if you are having problems, power issues with your cam links or your other capture devices, it will be very important for you to think about getting a powered hub, first of all. And if you're going to get a power hub, we're going to say try to get over like 60-ish watts, 65 better, closer to 100 even better. Over 100, fantastic. I think this one is 150. And you want to, if possible, get an actual Thunderbolt dock as opposed to another power hub. Now, this scares people. Why? Because a standard hub like this, 20 to 30 bucks. A powered hub like this, 50 to 80 bucks. A Thunderbolt 3 dock starts at $249 for the cow digit or $299 when it's not on sale. And they're all roughly around that price. The OWC Thunderbolt 3 Dock Pro clips in at like $350, but again, well worth it. Extra ports. One last thing on that topic. You won't normally see more than 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports on any of these guys because of the controller card it takes to run them and how expensive that becomes. That gets a little bit crazy. That is a topic for a different story. Let me check on Facebook peeps because, Chris is there. I ought to check on Facebook peeps because it seems like all the comments are coming from YouTube, but big ups. And Cal, it is very good to see you here. If you happen to be on that side of the pond, like Chris talking to you, anything goes wrong with your computer and it's past warranty and you don't want to take it to the Apple store, hit up my boy Cal here. He's at a company called iMin Max, and they fix everything like surface level repair, like the whole 9 yards. I am actually going to send an iPhone from Hawaii all the way to the UK for Cal to fix because I trust him. How's that? All right. Moving right along, we're going to slide over to the next part of the situation. Let's see. Oh, one other thing I wanted to tell you. If you are here, if you're new, pop in the comments and shout out new. Let me know you're here. I got something really cool for you guys to share at the end. My buddy is making this incredible tool for anybody that's doing content creating or live streaming. This is a game changer, and I can't wait to share it for you. So I'm saving it for the end because I'm messaging her on the side over here to make sure I got all of the info. Okay. This is the bomb. All right. Of course, I have to make a link, which is going to take me a second to do, but we'll get there. We'll do that in between talking to you about other stuff. All right. So one of the other things that I wanted to sort of talk about is hey, there we go. Freddie's here. Hey, what's up, Freddie? Good to see you. Let's see. Ba-bam. What's up? Freddie says he uses a Satechi aluminum multi-port. Actually, I have one connected over there. That is my standard USB connection, but it wouldn't necessarily be good for plugging in like heavy use stuff. Okay, in the beginning, I ran my I ran my cam links out of the Satechi like for years, but at that time it was one cam link. Period. Right? When I'm running three cam links, and let's see why the other one didn't connect. Let me check if it's working. Oh, I'm sorry. The scene is locked. Well, that's why it doesn't work. Ta-da! Let's focus that bad boy. People ask me like, "Oh, why can't you get autofocus working?" It's because I don't use autofocus. I want you to see all of the ugliness in full fledged. There you go. Okay, so that's two cam links, and then the third one is connected to the camera that's up there, but that's not on at the moment. Here, I'll give you guys a quick little tour of the officina. Hey, get off the cable. The only problem with doing tours is you got cables everywhere. And let's see if we cannot break this. Yeah, because I just picked it up. Sorry, Freddie. Let me move that. Um, let's see if we cannot break this because it's iOS 14 beta. Okay, so basically what you see here is you got the A6400 back. You got the A6400 right there. You got the confidence monitor, which I didn't charge the battery, so I'm not using it today. You have the A7, so when I switch between that's the 6400, that's the A7, and then back to this camera. Up here, I have my desk camera for when I'm doing like take aparts or trying to show you how to install something that's there. This is my gigantic light. That is basically overkill light. That is my homie Big Poppy. And then that ring light over there just adds a little extra flair. I do have used to be my green screen lights up there. I hate green screening now. Siri, what are you doing? No one's talking to you. Siri, go away.
Okay.
Way to go, Siri. This is a sassy little one, that one. And as you can tell, this entire wall used to be green. There's Baymax over there. This whole back of the studio used to be green because I used to do lots of green screens. And dang it, I gotta stop pressing this button. There's my TIE fighter that I made, and then all my Pops collection, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, everything. And yeah, that's it. That's basically a quick tour of the studio. Um, let me I'm gonna take this phone and move it all the way over here so that it will stop making noise in the stream. Thanks for letting me know, Freddie. But I wanted to connect that to show you guys. Um, for people that are just starting out, one of the common questions is, "Hey, what camera? What camera?" Bro, honestly, if all you have is an iPhone, start with your iPhone. Like literally, just pull that sucker out, connect it, get started. Android, whatever you got. Tablets, if you have a tablet, take care of that too. That all works. Ooh, that coffee, that good coffee. So, yeah, basically having the ability again in Ecamm to just do this, and this is all through cam links. When I have the third one going, that's three cam links in a row. I know the reason why it's not there is because it's not connected. Because I was playing with this camera this week because I've been attempting to play with this Ecamm Mini Pro over here, which I will get set up sooner or later. But this thing is pretty awesome. The Sony 6100 is basically the same as the 6400, minus some features that have to do with when it's not being used as a studio camera. When you're out and about, you're shooting and stuff like that, the 64 has some things the 61 doesn't have. But in the studio, for what we're doing right here, nothing better. Honestly, nothing better. This one will be coming up in one of the latter shows. So make sure if you haven't done so already, you are going to want to make sure you click that subscribe button because I'm going to explain this guy and why you want one and why you want to set it up and why you want to have cool things like, you got your program. Let's see if I can do this backwards. And then when you cut, it like switches. So when I have that little confidence monitor that I showed you guys and disconnected, you know, everyone talks about the preview screen feature that they want in Ecamm. And what that means is being able to see what you're going to put on the show before you actually send it out to the planet. With the A10 Mini Pro, I can do that with that little monitor that you saw there. Okay, Brandon has a question. Brandon says, does the Elgato HDMI to USB cam link taxes processing resources on the 2015 MacBook or on a mini laptop, or what laptop requirement? Okay, sorry for my horrible reading there. I was processing the thought at the same time I'm trying to read it because my brain does that and it makes it super awkward when you try to say stuff on screen. One of my favoriteest topics. What machine? Okay. The CamLink uses extremely small computer resources. Let's pop this up real quick. Activity monitor. Yeah, so your computer resources used by your cam links is really, really tiny. Like, it doesn't take that much juice whatsoever. As a matter of fact, right now, as I'm doing this stream, the majority of my resources are being pulled to Ecamm Live, of course, and to Microsoft Edge, which is a Chromium based browser. If you're still on Chrome, stop that, switch to Edge. It's the same thing, but better. It's built off of the Chrome engine, but they just did a better job of it. For Restream, in order for Restream to work. So as I'm looking at my CPU process right now, the cam links pull very tiny. I want to say somewhere in the neighborhood of like 2 to 4% CPU power. It's really, really small. Because they're doing a lot of the work in here. Okay, your disk access, your hardware access is going to go up a little bit, but a 2015 MacBook Pro will handle this fine. Your caveats are going to be, in that MacBook Pro, you had the Intel Iris graphics, and then you had the Radeon. Oh, what was in my 2015? You had like a Radeon X8 or something like that. If you have the 2 or 4 gigabyte Radeon, it will do better. If you have the Intel, it will struggle a little bit because the Intel integrated at that time, I think it was like the 6,000 graphics. Cam, if you're still here, Callan, if you're still here, fix that because of course I forget. I can look it up on every Mac. But those Iris graphics, yeah, they don't do this very well. They do work, but they don't do this very well. So this would definitely help. And the advantage on the 2015 is that you still have the USB-C. On some of the older MacBooks, I would tell you to buy one of the like $40 Amazon knockoffs instead of this because they run on USB 2.0 and it will create a little bit less of a bottleneck. So Brandon, for your answer to your question, this will work perfectly fine on a MacBook Pro. If you don't have to use a notebook, if you have a desktop, be iMac or Mac Mini, it will just do better because of the heat management. They just handle heat better. So the only caveat to using your notebook is you're going to get the microphone away from the fans. So a lot of people have their setup in a situation where I have a habit, people. Sorry. A lot of people have their notebook in a situation where your laptop is like right here, just under camera, and they have the microphone in the air, like shotgun above, and like it's literally pointing directly at the fan. So with everyone in the group, if you're in the Ecamm group, every day you'll see thousands of comments about their MacBook fan noise, making lots of noise, and yeah, that's normal. Uh, in the back in the day with the large Mac Pros in the recording studio, that thing would just scream. You would just hear the Mac Pro, like the most expensive Mac you could buy, you would hear the fan scream. So if you walked into any recording studio in the planet, you would always see the towers on the floor under the desk, and normally with something around it to try to shut it up a little bit because it's just loud. It is what it is. But those fans are there to protect your computer, and they're necessary. So you can fix that with the dynamic mic, which can't hear much past, the bubble, right? Any dynamic mic, pod mic. Right now, this is my. Oh, I'm in love with this guy. My old microphone's back there. It's King B, large diaphragm condenser mic. I loved it, but that condenser mic, the sound is so beautiful, but it's sensitive. Like it could hear a roach fart in the back room. So you kind of want to step away from condenser mics if you're streaming in a place where you can't control the noise or you happen to have a loud computer. So in Brandon's case, I would suggest something like the pod mic on the cheaper tip. I literally pulled it out and now I forgot what I did with it. I have the where's it at? This. Is it in here? Nope. It's my dongles. Where the heck did I put that mic? I have a Samsung, not Samsung, Samsung, like in that dude, Q2U. It's roughly $50 to $60, XLR and USB. So what that does, it's based off of the SM58, which looks like this. This is a standard issue SM58. It's always been the rock and roll concert mic because people would throw them around and beat them up and do whatever's. And with the SM58, you'll notice you got one guy singing here and the bass guy will come right next to him and like he's playing bass, but you don't hear all of the twanging and stuff because they don't pick up like that, It's why you always heard feedback at concerts because as soon as you stop talking, this thing starts trying to reach for something and it doesn't really have that skill. So they would feedback a lot. But the great part about them is they're very durable and the sound quality is amazing, but their pickup is tight. So with that tight pickup, you don't have a lot of crossbleed. Another example, if you see any show, the lead singer's there singing. He has his SM58. He's going to town. And then behind him, he got the 3 backup dancers. And the backup dancers are standing like literally less than social distance. They're less than 6 feet apart. I mean, these guys are shoulder to shoulder. And they don't cross bleed on mics because the dynamic mic, the SM58 level dynamic mics, which is amazing stuff, they don't reach very far. So they're perfect for this task here. So your MacBook won't make so much noise that it sounds like it's trying to fly off your desk. So never sweat the noise of the fan. Just fix it with the mic because it's incredible. I have one other one I would show you guys if I remember what I did with it. It's a good idea to keep all of this stuff close by so you don't have to reach for it while you're trying to do a stream. But why would I do that? That would require intelligence and planning. I'm not that dude. Okay, in my messy backpack, and I know it's in this backpack because I take them everywhere. Just because I said that, it's not in the backpack. Ooh. Nope. I was going to show you my Rode mic. I know that Chris uses a Rode mic. It's basically a really cool wireless set. It's probably on the table over there. But basically, I'll pull it up real quick. If you're looking for a great opportunity to be able to move around and I don't know if you're doing dancing or teaching exercise or whatever. Got to say hello to Epic Guy. Hello, Epic Guy. Thank you for coming through. Wait, that was weird. Ecamm, hey, Ecamm's here. How's it going? Ecamm Network said it's true. Fans run when your computer's hot. Yes, absolutely. MJ stopping in to say hi. Hello, MJ. Good to see you here. Aloha. Aloha no kaku. All right, let's do this Amazon real quick. I'm going to pull this up for you guys. I think these guys are incredible. I know I absolutely love mine, and I know that Chris also uses very similar setup. And what happens with these guys, and there's a bunch of sort of cheaper versions out there, but I happen to like this wireless Go. Oh, there he is, Cal. Now you come back after I was trying to ask you about the graphics card that would have been in a 2015 MacBook Pro because I forgot. Okay, so let me pull this up real quick. These are going to be super hard to come by, people, because it just is what it is. But they do exist. I just tell you, put yourself in the back order. This is my Rode Pod mic. Like, seriously, this is what I'm talking with right now. It's literally one of the cleanest and most bombski mics out there, right? When it comes to this sort of thing. And got to send a shout out to Westifer. He came to visit. How's it going, Westifer? Good to see you here. Good morning. 15-inch, Cal. 15-inch. And let's do this. I recently switched my browser to use DuckDuckGo instead of Google, and it's driving me batty. Just for the simple reason that I'm not used to when you search for something, it doesn't go exactly where you want it to go. So it's sort of driving me. 2015, Cal. It's driving me batty. Okay, this is the game changer. This is the Rode Wireless Go. I picked up mine from Pro Camera Hawaii here for those guys that are here in Hawaii. These are absolutely incredible. Basically, what you have here is the one pack you clip on your body, or you can set it on the table, and the other pack you connect to your camera, or you connect to your Mac, right? Your audio device. If you are going to connect it directly to your Mac, it does require a little song and dance, but it's not super difficult. I can show you how to do that. But basically, what's really cool about these, it comes with a little afro that you can stick on the top if you have any wind noise. You can also add a lavalier. And now they have this interview Go, which you can connect to it as well if you're out somewhere noisy and you're trying to do this. But these are really awesome mics. And what I used to do is put the microphone literally on the table and not even pin it to my shirt, and it would still pick up really well. So these are incredible. This is a good way to do it if you're looking for something that allows you to move around, like you're doing a fitness type thing, or some reason you can't stay stuck at your desk while you're doing this. Because as you see, when I back up, it kind of disappears for a second, right? So if you're moving, or if you're just like Chris, you like working in a tight space, then this Wireless Go is one of my favorite mic setups. I kind of like Rode mics in general. They just sound great. The number one shotgun everybody uses is that Rode NTG. Very, very similar. Got to send a shout out to the trucking couple. How you guys doing? Good to see you here. ¿Qué pasó? So if you are going to attempt to connect a Rode Wireless Go to your Mac directly, like you don't have a sound card interface, you are going to need this little guy. There's a complicated name for it, but basically what it is a tip ring sleeve that allows you to go directly into the headphone input on your Mac at the inside that port, right? So the ports say about yo long. This is not to scale. The first two will handle left and right headphone. But if you use your Apple headphones that came with your computer, you know, the standard white headphones, you'll notice that they have a little guy like this, right? So the standard headphone is tip ring sleeve, right? But when you use an earphone headphone combination like what I'm wearing today, it has tip ring sleeve, Chris. It's TRRS. If you just buy a TRS, it won't actually connect. So it actually converts the TRS, which is a standard like headphone, to the tip ring sleeve so that it'll reach all the way into that port and access the part where the microphone can pick up. Another not very well-known fact, on MacBooks, if you have an optical cable, if you have seen on broken MacBooks, every once in a while you would see a red light coming out of the headphone port because Macs, for probably as long as I can remember, at least since they've become Intel, which is like 2005, you could actually plug an optical cable into the headphone jack of a Mac. It would convert the Toslink, and then you could plug it to your computer, I mean, to your amplifier, and you could literally pull 5.1 DTS sound out of a Mac. Most people didn't know that. It's been around forever. And that's why my Mac Mini, that's now my extra streaming Mac Mini, it actually used to be my home theater computer. And Trucking Company says, am I familiar with the Pico mic? I will look that up real quick, but it's funny to me because Pico in Hawaiian is belly button. So when we talk about Picos here, we're normally talking about belly buttons. PICOMIC. Let's pull it up. Chris said, yes, it's the TRRS accessory road sells it. Yeah, this is the road version, Chris. This little gray one. And I bought this because of the red mic that Rode sells, which is in my bag down here. When you go on, you need one of these, people. That's the cool bag. Where's that guy at? Man, I have so much camera stuff all over the place. It's kind of funny. And of course, just because I said it's in the bag, it's not in the bag. Anyway, let's find this Pico mic. I'm getting all kind of weird. Hey, here we go. I see. Dual wireless microphone. Wow. Dude, that's tiny. Trucking couple, let me know if this is what you're speaking of, because this is cool. All right, so it looks like, Chris, pay attention to this. It looks like this little guy is this tiny little thing that you clip to your shirt. And that mic I was looking for in the bag is this one down here with the red thing on it. Yeah, he says this is the guy. Oh, I don't need to buy new stuff. What are you doing? Get off my stream with this. Let's see. Whoa, that is tiny. Sorry for the screen, people. 20-hour battery life and 150-meter range. Good Lord. So you pop that on the camera or on the desk, and you pin these little guys on. And the trucking couple, is this I can have two people talking at the same time, and it kind of mixes through this little mixer guy? Is that what it looks like I'm seeing here? And it says dual microphone. And it's a 18 to plus 30 dB. Has a limiter and a high pass filter built in. It has a 54 gain, which is negative 54 gain, which is pretty good. That means it can be sensitive if you need it to be. And this little guy is the built-in mixer, as confirmed by the trucking couple. Oh, I think I'm gonna send you hate mail. So make sure your inbox has me whitelisted. I'm gonna send you hate mail. It's just dirty. It's dirty. Oh, this is so dope. Oh God. Okay, I just had a nerd moment. Sorry, all street cred out the window, bruh. That's the best tip of the day. You get the wind shot. Hold on. First you get one of these, and then you get one of these. Yes, that is legit. Okay, I'm definitely looking into this. It says currently unavailable. So do you know off the top of your head what that price range looks like? Because Amazon is out of stock. But that is cool. I actually dig that. I dig that a lot. All right, now that the trucking couple just messed up my whole head. It's $449. That's a good. I mean, honestly, for a twin lavalier system, that's actually not too bad. I easily have that in my Sony lavalier system that I use normally for actual sort of production type stuff. Yeah, dang. You just messed me up. So before, as I regather my thoughts of having to want to buy something again, um, I want to point out, don't forget, we're going to do this every Tuesday and Saturday. Tuesdays, I will normally go into a software or a tool or something that I think will help elevate your stream. Okay. Something that's going to get you to the next level. And here, I want to make this real quick. And that is going to be any software, any tool, any like special like shortcut or tip. We might be teaching some Final Cut. My buddy Chris and I have been goofing off playing with motion, so there might be some motion happening there. You know, we'll figure something out. But basically, that will be the Tuesday show. The Saturday show, we're normally going to get into your questions. You know, your troubles, like what are you struggling with? What can we do to level up your stream? What can we do to get your stream game on point? And yeah, I know what you're saying. I feel you. Okay, my stream game is like a 6.5. Like, why am I going to help you? Because we helping each other. Because just as I might teach you something, you might come in here looking like, you know, Mr. Smarty Pants, like the trucking couple, and teach me about this Pico mic, trying to set me back almost 500. But I appreciate it. All right. So this right here is a link. Write this down. It's DC Arcade. That's me. That's Doc Rock with no vowels because I couldn't afford any vowels. It's DCArcade.me/LGL 2020. LGL, my hashtag, let's get live. And 2020, because, well, this mother right here, 2020 is special. So if you go to this link right here, this is going to allow you to sign up for the new. I'm building an email list, and with the email list, I'm going to share things, special deals. Because I do lots of reviews, because I work with a lot of companies, because I've been podcasting since before it was called podcasting. I get all kind of offers and stuff sent to my box. I will send you tips, tricks, sales, like all kind of cool stuff before I have a chance to put them in the show. So being in the newsletter, you'll get to know first. We're basically creating tribe. People, build your tribe, right? So we're going to do that. Okay. So make sure you jump over to dcarcade.me, LGL 2020, and join the mailing list. Now, I have one more coolie thing to show you guys before we bounce. And I have to just grab the link because she sent it to me. Okay, this is cool. This is that secret sauce I was telling you guys about. And I haven't created my bit.ly yet, so I have to create the bit.ly while we're talking. But yeah, if you have any questions, you know, throw that out there. Cal says that it looks like most of them came with the Radeon R9. See, I thought it was the 8. It's the R9 M as in Mike 3. Man, here, let me help you guys. It's the R9 M370X with 2 gigs. Okay, that's what I was looking for. You're either going to get that built-in Iris or you're going to get this. And so, again, you know, going back to Brandon's question, which is why we were trying to figure this out, that Radeon will be more beneficial than the ones that do come with Iris, but the Cam Link will go a long way to making that nice and smooth. Okay. It was more of a general type thing, Cal. We were just trying to yeah, never mind. I'm brain messed up today. VSM. I'm making links. The fun part is get your own bit.ly and make short links so you can, you know, spit them out whenever you need. Hey, I say copy that, save that. Okay. And now try this again. Computer. Whoa, that's weird. Let's erase that. It's not doing what I asked it to do because we know the computer and computers do that. Oh, that's why. I got it. I got it. I got it. I figured it out. Alrighty, here we go. behave yourself. Yeah, I'm doing a Bitly link, and it's not taking the one I want, and that's because somebody else already used it. Because the weird thing about Bitly, and they've gotten better with it, but it's not 100%. When you are doing a Bitly link, um, it can it can be considered that that link belongs to another, I guess, URL. So when you go to put yours in, it can come up with the weird idea that somehow that link's already taken and it's not there. And then so of course, because I'm trying to do this, it's not working and it's driving me batty, but I'm gonna cheat and try something else. This is what you do in live streaming. I'm gonna go back to use the one that I did and see if it'll let me. There we go. Now it works. Now it works. Okay, here we go. Bang. Wow, that was a lot of teeth pulling. All right, so here's another link for you guys. When you come to my show, bring a pen or pencil or take a screenshot because then you're going to get it. This is the cool tool I'm talking about. My buddy, my mentor, literally one of the coolest people in the business of live streaming is Stephanie Liu. And Stephanie has come up with this incredible thing called Video Script Maker. Okay, I had to make a testimonial for her video script maker, and I basically fessed up. I have been. If you look at my setup here, hey, move this out the way. If you look at my channels or just hunt the internet, you'll find live streaming videos I've done all the way back since like 2010 when it had Justin TV and Ustream. Like, and I was kind of on again, off again streamer because what would happen, and this, a lot of you guys are going to know this feeling. Some of you guys are going to go, you're just a donkey, but it's okay. I'll accept both. Um, I would get going, get going, get going. At one point, I was streaming every Sunday teaching people about drinking sake because sake is one of my favorite beverages in the planet because I went to school in Japan. And what would happen is like, your show is doing smooth, but you need to build yourself a little script so you can kind of stay focused. Why? Because you can tell from this show, I can get distracted easily by beautiful microphone accessories, trucking couple. Anyway, so everyone would always say, dude, the only thing you have to do to polish your show to get it to where it's like next level is you got to write a script. I hate writing scripts, okay? But it's very helpful, especially when you're trying to teach someone. When you're doing training video, it's very helpful. Like, it's super easy to turn on the camera and be like, I know Final Cut inside out, upside down, backwards, and sideways. I'm going to teach you guys how to do something. And then you get there and you forget stuff and you got to go and reshoot that part, add it in, and it just becomes a struggle. Like, seriously, the struggle is real, especially if you mix not writing scripts with being a perfectionist. So, how is this going to help you? If you're anything like me and you're the anti-script maker, like scripting is seriously my kryptonite, video script maker. If you follow that link right there, she created this dope software called Video Script Maker. And basically, you plug in some simple values and then you go to the next screen and you sort of click a button and it gives you the little sizzle stuff that you need to make your show look good. Like, it adds in the filling. Okay, Chris, hey, you know what? I'm gonna put you on blast because that means you like me. Yes, Chris says that is also him. Thank you, Chris, because I didn't want to be alone. You know they say misery loves company. Hey, when you're a horrible creator like myself, then I need company too. Because like I have all these fantastic ideas and I want to spit it out, and right when I go to record, the best parts escape me. Why is the link not working? Let me check. Let me check, Chris. Thank you for pointing that out. Let me check. Dun, 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 dun. It works. What did I type? Did I type something wrong? It's Oh, sorry. Sorry. Thank you, Chris. You're my hero. I would give you a black belt, but you probably already got one. There you go. It's DOC Video Script Maker, DOC VSM. What the heck did I type the one for? I don't know. Try that, Chris. Let me know if you catch it. So, as a matter of fact, guys, if you're here, go to this link and follow along because you'll see it is absolutely incredible. So you basically you load this guy up and you fill in your basics, right? And like if I look at mine real quick and I jump over here, it says, "Hey, what is your show details?" She might yell at me for showing you this, but I shouldn't mess with her because she's Muay Thai. She can kick my butt. But let's see. So anyway, you go in here, you put in your showtime. That's 8 a.m. people. Tuesday, Saturdays, 8 a.m. Hawaiian. That's 7 p.m. Manchester. That's 2 p.m. New York and 11 a.m. San Diego. There you go. So I put in my greeting, aloha, internet people. I always say that. If you watch my YouTube videos, I sing it like Missy Elliott. Aloha, internet people. You take me now. Favorite song ever, by the way. Anyway, so welcome to Dr. Tips. That's me. And then I put in like, I'm going to teach you how to do tech stuff and speak like a human. So that I won't talk to you too nerdy. I'll try to keep it as simple as possible. I say my name, Beyonce. And then I break down my times, 8 a.m. Hawaiian, 11 p.m. San Diego, 2 p.m. New York, 7 p.m. Manchester, and let you know, which I forgot, remind you that I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope. Sorry, I am a Virgo. I am a perfectionist. Must fix. Okay, anyway, so got to remind you to hit the like button. If you've been watching all this time, hit the like button while we're streaming or after the fact if you're watching later, and remind you to push the subscribe button. You should always tell people that. It's very important. Okay, if I had a guess, which I don't have, but I could go in here and I could add in my guess, and then I can say, this Chris from his Taekwondo studio. He's going to teach us about TKD today, exercises that you could do, that I'm going to cover sort of my main bullet points, and I'm going to put my call to actions. And at the end, you just jump over here, and it's all here. Like, it's ready to go. So you can come in here, like, this is your beginning hook, right? Let's say give your, family the vacation of their life, the house of their dreams, and the fast car, like whatever, whatever works for your type of stream, you can explain that. That doesn't fit, boom, click it again. You ever felt that, something, boom. So it has a bunch of like conversation starters, so to speak. They help you get your thing started. Anyway, so you copy these and you paste it into the draft, and then you pop over to the run a show, and boom, there's your script. And you just follow right along, and everything runs absolutely smoothly until somebody says, check out this cool piece of gear, and you're like me, and then you're completely thrown off. That's just how it works. That's how it works, people. So that is the link right there. Bam. Check it out. I'm seriously, it will be a game changer. I have used this for the last 3 lives in a row, and it's so much better. Like, even when you get to the part where you get completely sidetracked and you don't know what to do, you can just throw up a graphic, or cheat, do what I do, throw up an Amazon link real quick and let you guys look at a piece of gear, and I come back over here and I catch where I'm supposed to be. And I was supposed to leave you with the tip for today. And my tip for today has been my tip the last 3 shows, and I'm going to keep doing it because I have watched streams recently. I watch you guys and I take notes, and I say, oh, they're screwing up this. I got to explain that. Oh, they're screwing up that. I got to explain that. People, I can't stress this enough. Wire your system. Plug it in. If your cable box and modem is in the other side of the house, you can do 326 feet on a Cat 5 cable. That is 100 and something meters for you Brits. I forgot. I had it in my head. I forgot. Anyway, wire your kit. Like, just go buy one from Amazon. It'll cost you $20 to get a 300-foot cable, plug it in, and run it all the way through your house and plug it into your computer when you stream. Don't stream on wireless. Like, if you don't want to do that, 2 streams ago, I showed you how to basically do that just using your standard, what do they call those guys? Power line adapters. Like, you can get a power line adapter that will allow you to basically plug it in one room and plug it in the other room, and using the wiring that's built into your house, it will transfer your Ethernet signal and get it to where you need to be. So it is very important, people. You have to wire your kit. And I'm gonna just bring this up real quick because it's important. I'm gonna show you. Go to the channel and look for this, and you will see there is the stream. I broke it down. I put like links. I showed examples. I taught you how to do it. So go to the channel and look for networking tips for live streaming and working from home. That's this guy right here. And if you go to the channel, it should be like the second or third video back. Yes. Nope. You got to go further. Anyway, yeah, right there. Click that and follow yourself through. Make sure you understand. Look, it says we're live now. That's incredible, YouTube. Anyway, I want to appreciate all you guys that came in. Chris, thank you for being here. Thank you for keeping my links together. I will try my dangdest to make sure that we tighten this up a little bit for the next ones. But hey, for the second permanent live stream, the new weekly or bi-weekly show, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing it. And I appreciate all you guys for hanging out. Don't forget, hit that, man, I should speak English, dude. Like, make sure you don't forget to check out the video script maker. That's very cool. And much shout out to my homie Stephanie. If you haven't already, make sure you follow her. You can find her at Hey Stephanie Liu. It's just Lou, but Hey Stephanie Liu. You can follow her. She's in the Ecamm group. Ask her anything. She's amazing. Really will help you get your show together. If you haven't, again, done so already, make sure you jump on, hit the subscribe, youtube.com/DocRock. That's the best place to find me. And then, of course, dropped out the new newsletter, which those links and stuff will be there. Any links for anything we talked about in the show, I will rewatch this and add those. Always got tutorials coming up. I'm looking forward to, you guys have a question specifically or a tutorial you want to see done, send it to me. You can email me directly, DM me, whatever, and I'll do what I can to get you where you got to be, because, hey, we're all in this ship together. I said ship with a P, YouTube. Do not try to censor that. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome, like straight up awesome. And I'll see you Tuesday. We'll be here Tuesday. Thank you guys so much. Aloha. Have a good weekend. Chris, Cal, thank you guys for being here. Trucking couple, thank you for costing me money. So I appreciate all you guys. Don't forget, to support the channel, there's a couple of things you can do. Let's see. You can jump over to the Patreon. I just started that. I literally just put it up recently. It's patreon.com/DocRock. That's one way. If you're looking to buy stuff, go to the shop on Amazon. It's amazon.com/shop/DocRock. I don't know why they make it weird like that, but I guess I need to make a short link for that. And Chris Wood remind me to teach people how to set up their own custom Bitly, because that's important, like I did here, so you can have a cool one. So yeah, you can support the channel that way. You can support the channel by sharing it with your friends. You can support the channel by just hitting like buttons on all kinds of stuff and subscribing. We're that close to 5,000, like so close. I think I'm like 140 people away. So there'll be a party when we hit 5,000. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate the questions. Joey, thanks for visiting from Kauai. Aloha, brother. When the first place I'm going as soon as inter-island quarantine is gone away, is I'm coming to Kauai to get Gutterberg. because I love Kauai. It's like seriously one of the best islands for people who might be coming here to visit. And we'll see y'all again soon. I appreciate you folks. Aloha.